Good morning students. Okay, today I am going to talk about the intelligent storage system implementation. Okay, the intelligent storage system, okay, basically it is going to work on two things, that is high end storage system as well as the mid range storage system. Then what is the high end storage system? The high end storage system, okay, like the high end storage system, we are going to call it as the array, active to active array. Okay, means you look at this diagram, you will come to know that, see, this is what the array to array storage system. Okay, it is like probably suits for like large companies for centralizing the data. That data we call it as the big data. An active to active array implies that the host can transfer the data to the logical unit using the availability path. See here, the host can, this is for the host. Okay, the host can transfer the data by using the availability path. Okay, if the path are free, then only they can send the data into that particular storage array. So then second one is, like the second point is, it is going to provide the following capabilities, that is large number of controllers as well as the cache memory, then multiple front end ports as well as the back end controllers to perform the disk operations optimally. The controller includes the file transferring also. Then it is also provide the large storage capacity as well as the cache capacity also. The mirroring technique to improve the data availability, then interoperability to making the connectivity from the device to mainframe. Okay, then what is the scalability? The scalability to supports the following requirement, that is to increase the connectivity, then increase the performance as well as the storage capacity. The ability to change, okay, the ability to change and handle the large amount of concurrent request. Okay, the concurrent request from the number of servers of applications. Then support, and then it is also support for array based local and remote replications. See, these all are our high end storage system. Then what is the mid storage system now? Look at this. See, this is what our mid so this is what our mid-range storage system. The mid-range storage system, okay, the device is also referred as the active to passive array. Here, see, what is the active to passive array here? The active to passive array means once we know the like a line or link, means like these connections are to be always active, so that we call it as the active link or active line. So this will be passive, means these connections are not to be active, means that should be a dummy, so that we call it as the passive. See, the host, it is going to transfer the data to the our storage array, okay, through the our controller. By using the controller, it is going to transfer the data from host to storage array. After that, like whatever the data it is going to receive from the our controller, that is going to stored in that our logical disk. So this is what the logical disk. See, based on that our logical disk, based on our logical unit number, it is going to keep on saving, because first come first serve. Then it is also suitable for small and medium sized companies for centralizing the data, and it is also designed with two controllers, that is control A as well as the control B. Then what is the each controller they might have to means they might have to the host interface as well as the cache, then RAID controller as well as the interface of the, this is what the host controller. See, this active line will be host controller, that is control A and control B. Okay, see, and this is for our cache memory, and this is our logical unit number, and this is all our database. Okay, then storage array also, and it is also providing the some of the capabilities, that is like small storage capacity as well as the small cache capacity to service host request. Then it is also provide the front end ports to serve a small number of hosts. Then it is going to it is going to ensure high availability and high performance for applications within the predictable workload. Okay, and it is also supports the array based array based as well as the remote applications. They and like this like mid-range storage capacity, it is also provides the optimal storage solutions at the lower cost. Then what is the active and passive array? Okay, the active and passive array, once it is know the connections, means okay, which data or which line it should be active, then only it is going to send the data from that particular control. Okay, here in this diagram, okay, our controller A, okay, means control A, it knows the active, means like it should be active, so that it is going to receive and send the data from storage array to host. But our control B, okay, this should be a sorry the our control B, okay, this should be a see our control A, okay, it should be active, so that it is going to receive and retrieving the data from that particular database. Okay, and it is also accept and sending and like receiving the mail or data from the host as well as the database. But our active, see, you look at this active, see, this is not a like what is that, it is not a active, it is not active link actually. This means there is no any transaction happens between the host as well as the controller. So such controller we call it as the passive data controller. Means there is no any data will be happens here, them like it is going to perform sorry, it doesn't perform any operations in that particular path. This is the complete information about our virtual storage as well as the mid range storage as well as the high end storage. Thank you.